my bad. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, but I was sitting here. What was I just playing? I was playing Mario, and I was just thinking about it. Like, damn, I really do like playing Mario. And you want to know what's funny? So I was just thinking about like my life up until this point, and I definitely have like hidden certain parts of myself like from other people. And I don't know why I did that. I really genuinely don't know why I did that. Like I'm pretty sure like some I don't know body, some therapist or some TikTok therapist will be like, oh, it's because of childhood, you didn't feel safe. Blah, blah, blah. At this point, I don't really give a fuck about the reasoning why, because it's just like, okay, and but like I just realized that like I really have like hidden certain parts of myself like from other people, but to the point where I didn't really know who I was anymore. It was like I did as forgot. Like I give it a 0 out of 10. Like I do not recommend that to a friend or a family member. Like not knowing who you are is actually so ghetto. Like I definitely felt like a shell. For the last couple years, I felt like a shell of who I used to be. And it was like who I used to be. Like I used to just be myself like 100%, but it was almost like I was unaware, if that makes sense. Like I can't put it into words. It was almost as if like I didn't have a self concept because I wasn't aware of it, if that makes sense. Like I just existed. Like if I can give you an example, like if I put a picture of my hair on here, mind you, I'm not gonna do that because I don't like editing my videos, but like just imagine me with like very nappy hair, right? Or like hair that was very unkempt, or like my body that was very unkempt. I didn't see that, if that makes sense. Like I just saw hair. Now like apply that to my entire existence. Like yes, I knew I was a human being, but like I didn't know if I was me, if that made sense. So like I was just always naturally me. Like because that's all I really knew. So then fast forward, I think like towards the end of high school, and honestly, like once I actually left, to go off to college, I think that's when I actually became aware of who I was. And it was like I was embarrassed of it, like because I knew I stuck out, I stuck out. But it was just like it was also at like this very weird time where it was just like I was becoming aware of who I was, and then I was also becoming aware of the outside because I grew up, sheltered in a little bubble, whatever. So I was becoming aware of like, oh, some of the real world is a bit ghetto. Like dare I say it's get. Like that's my new favorite. I be saying shit is get. Not ghetto, just great. I'm like people be saying cray cray. Like instead of crazy, they be like that's cray, get that's get. The world is get. Cause like actually what the fuck is going on here? But yeah, it was just like I started to become aware of myself and I just started to like feel embarrassed almost. So then I just like I got so disconnected from like the parts that made me, it was just horrible and it was just weird. And it was just like I keep saying I don't know how I made friends when I went to college. I don't know because I was weird or I felt like I was weird. It was just like I didn't the core of who I was just didn't exist at that time. Or if it did, I just kind of hid it. Like I was a very much so like a carved out. It was definitely giving people pleaser. It was like a very carved out image that kind of changed whoever I went around, or like at least the fundamental like the people pleasingness of it. Like I hate saying people pleaser because I feel like everybody be saying that, but that's exactly what the like. There's no other term for me to use it. That's exactly what the fuck I was. Like it was just overly nice, but like overly nice because I couldn't. I just didn't want to be disliked. But yeah, it was just so weird. And then like fast forward, here I am. It's like I'm starting to like have like certain parts of me come back, but then I'm also embracing them and actually wearing them. Like I'm actually becoming. It's like now I'm aware of who I am. I'm becoming aware of who I am, but I'm no longer embarrassed of it because it's like at the end of the day, that's me. Because I tried to literally be somebody else, and like I tried to sit here and be like other bitches, and I just felt weird. It was giving like y'all know Bender from Futurama. Like, imagine you. Oh, I don't even want to say that because I feel like you actually can't control. Imagine you want to be. Because I was finna say, like, imagine Bender, like, you were designed to bend girders and then you over here fucking building bricks. You like, what the fuck am I here for? Like, this is weird. But, like, no, I kind of like to think that, like, we can shape our own destiny at the end of the day. So, like, imagine, like, I was like Bender and I wanted to bend girders and I knew deep down in my heart that's what I'm supposed to be doing. That's what I'm like. But then I was choosing to literally make bricks in the warehouse. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? I'm sitting like, so I already tried that, aka like fitting in with everybody else, to being changing myself for other people. I already tried that. I tried to do the fucking warehouse shit, and it was just weird. So I'm like, if I'm finna be weird, me being myself, I might as well just like, because if I'm gonna be weird as fuck trying to be like other people, I might as well be like me, because it's just like at the end of the day, the day gotta end. Like the wise Glorilla once said, at the end of the day gotta end. But then before that day ends, at the end of the day, you gonna be with yourself 24/7. So it's just like I might as well be me. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna be sitting over here miserable trying to live for other people who, quite frankly, wouldn't give two fucks about you. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Not everybody, but like a lot of these people out here would not give two fucks about you. You trying to be, and imagine like once you realize like a lot of people are actually being fake. It's just like you trying to be somebody else for somebody else that's not even being themselves. So it's just like, yeah, I'm having like little parts of me come back, and like you wanna know what's so crazy? Now I'm just like I'm starting to stand like 10 toes down into who I am, and it's just like I don't really give a fuck, like I said, because I'm like, this is me at the end of the day. So it's just like fast forward, I'm playing Mario. I love me a good DS. I love me a good Nintendo. I used to play that growing up. I loved me a good little PSP emulator, because like we definitely could not get, well, I don't know, but we definitely couldn't get no PSP. I just never really thought to ask, because it was just like, baby, I was finna get this fucking emulator and play my motherfucking GTA anyways. But like, yes, I used to love like little emulators and stuff. Something like fast forward, like I just recently started downloading that shit again. I'm in the bed, literally just playing Mario on my phone, minding my motherfucking business. And it was so crazy because like I'm starting to like accept like all parts of me of who I am. And it's just like, I have like a part of me that's just quiet. And I was a little bit shy, I'm trying I'm listen. I'm stopping like calling myself shy. I don't like saying that I'm shy, because I don't want to ultimately end up like actually being shy. I might actually be shy, but I'm not finna say that I'm shy. I will say that I'm quiet. But anyways, like whenever I go out around people, it's so crazy. It's like now when I go around people, if I feel like I'm being quiet or whatever, I'm just not finna really force it. Cause I'm like, at the end of the day, like the people I'm around, they know I barely be talking. Like I either be talking or I don't. They know I barely be talking. So it's just like I'm finna be me. And I just pull out my motherfucking phone and I start playing Mario. And then ironically, like whenever I start playing Mario, that's what ends up like sparking a conversation, or like they're like, hey, let me play, and then we all just be bonding over me playing Mario. You see what I'm saying? But like that was just me being myself. I accept myself for being quiet, and that's happened so many times. It's actually so crazy. But like that's just me like accepting myself for how I am, and then ironically, the thing that's actually an integral part of me. People like that. You see what I'm saying? And it's just like so many other things. I'm just like, cause I be in my head like what I was, cause I'm not, like I'm saying, I'm not really finna say anything that I just don't want to happen anymore. So I used to be in my head like, damn, like maybe subconsciously, like I don't want to be me and it come off as weird. But at the end of the day, like I'm finna just be me. And if I come off as weird to a certain group of people, that means I don't get to sit here and be around them people. That the period. That means those are not the people for me. Congratulations. Like, cause what the fuck I'm finna do? If I can't be myself around some people, I guess I'm not finna be around them bitches. The fuck? The fuck? If you can't take me by weirdness, bitch, don't take me at all. Point blank, period. And it was not like it was so funny because the other day, like, mind you, I'm definitely sitting here in my underwear, so like I'm not gonna get up and show you, but like I do this thing like whenever I feel either overstimulated or I'm feeling like I'm too in my head and like I want to converse, but I literally cannot for some reason. I just start here. I'm gonna do it one hand, but I just start moving my arms like this. So I just literally be like, just imagine like how little babies be bouncing. They just be doing random shit. That's what I be doing. I just be like boom, boom, boom. And then I remember one day. I've done this multiple times. I remember one day it was like my friend was like, "What did you do?" And I was like, "Oh, this is my little emote." He said, "This is your emote?" And I said, "Yeah." He was like, "You play Fortnite?" And I was like, "Wait, who said that?" I said, "Oh, you play Fortnite?" He said, "Yeah, that's your emote." And I said, "Yeah." And I just went boop 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 boop. And it was another time like I was doing it, same group of people, but it was more same dude, but it was like a group of his friends or whatever. And I sat there. I'm like, oh, I'm in my head. I'm being too quiet, and like, what the fuck is going on? I feel like I'm not doing that. So I start doing my little dance, do 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 do, and then like one dude, he was looking at me. He was like, Evan, what are you doing? He was like. He was like, Evan, what are you doing? I was like, this is my dance. He said, what's it called? And I said, it's called El Evan. And I was just like, dude. He was like, no, you kind of dancing kind of weird. I'm like, mm. And in that moment, I just thought about it. I was like, okay. And then I kept doing it. I think that's when I knew. I was like, oh shit, yeah. this is me being me, and I'm like just comfortable in who I am, because I'm like, I just feel like dancing like that. And yeah, and it's so crazy because I feel like if I would have did that, like if the like me a couple of months ago, well, not even, well, honestly, yeah, a couple months ago, but like a couple of years ago would have done that, and they would have been like, oh, it's kind of weird, I would have stopped and felt weird. I said, no, bitch, I'm gonna keep going. And then like the last time, which was a couple of days ago, same thing, I was braiding my friend's hair, and then another dude, he was just like, I started doing my dance because I'm like, what the fuck is going on here, right? And then like he was looking at his friend, and they just started giggling. And guess what? I just kept doing my little dance, the fuck, and then they just started imitating me. Boom, you see what I'm saying? Like sometimes you really do just gotta be yourself, like whatever that is, just be yourself, 100% yourself. But like one thing that really opened my eyes is like some movies, like especially kids movies, if you ever like just sit and like really just pay attention, especially the movie Soul, but not just Soul, like really pay attention to like a lot of kids movies. It's like a lot of the times like the people that like ask all types of questions, or like Shrek, like Donkey for example, right? At first like he came off as a little bit irritating or to Shrek or whatever, but they ended up becoming friends. You see what I'm saying? He was himself, like naturally. You see what I'm saying? He never stopped. Sometimes he might have been like, oh, I might be coming off as a little irritated, but then he just kept being himself. You see what I'm saying? When I used to think I was like, really awkward or like very irritating, whatever. And then if I felt like I was being irritated, I would just stop talking. I would like stop interacting with a person. But I'm like, no, this is just me. This is who I am. I'm gonna show up how the fuck I am. And if I do irritate somebody, we will cross that bridge when we get there. But I'm not gonna sit here and let aka anxiety, which really just no longer runs my life anymore. That bitch can literally kiss my ass. I'm not gonna let anxiety fucking sit here and prevent me from being myself. Like if somebody calls me fucking weird or irritating or whatever, we'll address that when we get there. But I'm not gonna sit here and like suppress myself in every fucking interaction, for the fear of something that might happen. Like you got me fucked up. So yeah, I don't know. This is just so interesting. And yeah. I'm telling you, life is weird, but let me tell you something. It definitely gets a lot better once you start being yourself. Just being yourself. Be true to who you are 100%. Now, that don't mean you got to go share all of your pieces with everybody, but definitely, don't hide, a whole bunch of pieces of yourself either. Like to the point where you walking around like a weird ass bitch. Because like, think about it, like, okay, like if you're gonna be a weird ass bitch, that's fine. But like, at least be a weird ass bitch that's true to you. Mind you, if it's normal to you, it's not even weird if you really think about it, because it's like, what the fuck, it might be weird to somebody else, but bitch, whole time they might actually be weird. Like, so it's just like, at the end of the day, we're all weird, and that's fine. You just gotta find, that's the thing, at the end of the day, we're all weird, every single one of us. You might think you're not weird, but then you go to somebody, or somebody who comes from a different cultural background than you, they're gonna think you're weird as fuck, because like, bitch, why are you doing that? Whole time it's just different. You see what I'm saying? So you just gotta sit here and find whose fucking, whose weirdness you resonate with, but don't sit here and try to not be weird and then shift around every fucking person, because you can end up getting lost. Let me tell you something, I've been there, I've done that. It's weird. Like, now that's true weirdness. Like, being like, I feel like the ultimate, the weirdest shit you can ever do is literally not be you. Like, that's weird. That's actually fucking awkward. Like, fuck what other people saying. Because like I said, bitch, you can sit here and try to be somebody else for people who are not even being them damn selves. Them bitches trying to act like the next motherfucking bitch trying to sit in. It's just like boring. And then ironically, like once you start becoming yourself, you really start seeing like, oh, some of these motherfuckers really do be out here acting like somebody that they're not. That's crazy, but that has nothing to do with me no more. Cause I'm like, I've already done it. I'm like, listen, I'm gonna be with me all day. So like, the least I can do is literally just be me all the time. So yes, I will be sitting over here, playing my motherfucking Mario Kart in the middle of, I don't know, Barnes and Nobles if I go back to the U.S. Yes, I will do that. You know why? Because I like that. Yes, I do want to sit here and play Dungeons and Dragons one day. I don't give a fuck if somebody thinks I'm a nerd. That game seems very fucking fun, and I'm finna play Dungeons and Dragons one day. I went to go see the movie with my friend, and I enjoyed that fucking movie. And yes, I want to sit here and play that fucking game. The fuck. Yes, I do want to do some random fucking side quests. Yes, I do want to sit here and do a fucking pole dancing class again. And what about it? Exactly. And I'm finna see, and I be actually no, I do be telling people like, yeah, I want to go. But see, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I be telling people exactly what the fuck I want to do. Cause what the fuck? If somebody looks at me like, You know what the fuck? Then congratulations. Guess what? I'm not telling you shit else again. You just process of elimination for me, babe. If somebody thinks that I'm fucking weird, you don't gotta worry about me. Oh my god, do you understand how good this feels? Like, coming from being like not really knowing who you were to fucking being unnecessarily fucking trying to please everybody else to now I'm like, oh shit, you people don't even gotta worry about me because I can just actually be who I am. If people don't accept that and people don't like me, I don't give a fuck. Oh, it feels so good. It's like a weight was just lifted on my shoulder. I'm like, I don't have to be liked by everybody. And the crazy thing is, right, I like to put myself in other people's shoes, right? Everybody else don't like everybody, so why would I expect everybody to like me? Like, really think about it. Everybody else, this person that's watching this, you don't like every person that you interact with. So why would you expect everybody to like you? There are gonna be some people that don't like you. There are gonna be some people that only like certain aspects of you. And that is okay because we are all born, we have our different fucking patterns, our own different fucking backgrounds or whatever. Of course, we're naturally not gonna like everybody. And that is okay. And it's also okay to not be liked by everybody because the chances are, if everybody likes you, you are doing something. Unless you are just that bitch, which I do believe some people can be like that. But ironically, like if you that bitch, you're gonna have a lot of people not liking you. You see what I'm saying? But no, like you might be doing a whole lot of shape shifting, or it might be fucking taking away, chipping away at you. You don't need to sit here and do that. If you are sitting here trying to be somebody that you're not, so people that like you, so people can like you, don't do that. It's not worth it in the end. Because baby, let me tell you something. Them same people, once you actually really find out who you are, oh, they're gonna be gone. They're not gonna like that. So you might as well just say it. I'm so serious. So like, you might as well just sit here and save yourself from the future hassle. Might as well just start presenting yourself how you fucking are. And yeah, that's just it. That's crazy. I'm sorry, I got another notification. Okay, bitch, I don't need three in a row. Okay, I get it. The fuck? Oh my god, another one. Oh, leave me. I'm finna put my phone on do not disturb. That just pissed me off. But anyways, long story short, y'all, as you can see, before I was really interrupted, I don't even know what the fuck I was gonna say. That just stressed me out. Cause why did you send me 5 notifications back to back? Like, what do you like? It was never that serious. But long story short, just be yourself. Don't be anybody else. Just be yourself. I promise you. Because if you want to be somebody else, remember this. You're most likely being somebody else for somebody that's not even being themselves. People be out here trying to act like the next bitch to try to sit here and for whatever reason get social status to fit in, not be a social reject, whatever. So like it's like you trying to be fake for people who are being fake. Like it really don't make no sense. Like whatever. So if you got this weird quirk, that's what makes you beautiful. At the end of the day, you like that shit for a reason. You are like that for a reason. Like and ironically, the shit that makes you weird is the shit that can bring you a whole bunch of success once you start to live in that. I promise you that. The shit that makes you a fucking weirdo is that shit that sits here and makes you a fucking genius. I swear to God. Think about all the people who have fucking done great things. You think them bitches was being like everybody else? No, them bitches was being like themselves. They was sitting here standing 10 toes down, maybe not even 10, maybe like 7, but like they definitely have a strong foundation for their fucking beliefs. They said, oh, I want to change some shit, or I want to make this fucking iPhone, or I want to sit here and start this revolution. I don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to be liked. And then like, yeah, they ended up becoming that bitch, known throughout history. But like, if you really want like a like more tangible, if you want like a more tangible and like shitty life pro tip, but like a more tangible like understanding of that, think about like evil people, politicians. Do you think politicians think, oh my god, what if I do this? What if they don't like me? No, they just sit here and do that fucking evil ass shit that they want to do. Not just politicians, excuse me, like evil ass people, but who are extremely successful. Do you think that they be sitting here, oh my god, what if people don't like me? No, they be doing that shit exactly what the fuck they want to do. And look at them, successful and evil as hell. I can't even laugh because it's just like, look at them. You see what I'm saying? So you might as well be yourself. Now you don't gotta be evil, but I mean, if that's who you truly are, damn. The fuck can I say? At least you know who the fuck you are. The fuck, what am I finna say? Don't be evil, no. Like, what am I finna say? That's exactly who you are. I can't sit here and tell you to fucking. Just everybody got their own little mask on. It's actually so irritating. Everybody has a mask on. People be like, oh my god, just autistic people are mad. No. Everybody has a mask on. Everybody has a mask on. There are very few people who do not have a mask on. Cause I guarantee you, bitches be like, you know what? I feel like we getting too deep, but I'm gonna keep going. Cause right now, you know, like a lot of people be like, oh, I want to be alone, or I'm a lone wolf, baby. A lone wolf can actually stand alone, and a lone wolf can be like a social reject. And not a lot of people do that, but they will claim that they're a lone wolf, baby. No, you're not. No, you're not. A lot of people are lying. They say they're a lone wolf, but they're following a pack. So, long story short, like just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Do what you want to do. At the end of the day, this is your life. Like, remember this. This is your life. This is not nobody else's life. Like, I strongly believe in you can shape your life however the fuck you want to. Some people may argue with fate. Let me tell you something. Me and fate, we got beef, but no, I'm not. I'm dead ass. Like me and Fate, we got beef. Like I like to sit here and think that I know what the fuck that I'm doing, and mind you, somebody may be up here fucking doing whatever they want to do, but it's just like listen. At the end of the day, I like to believe that I am finna sit here and live my life how I want to, and I feel like you should too. Everybody deserves that. Like so, whatever the fuck your story is, whatever your past is, honestly, girl, fuck that shit. Cause at the end of the day, like you here right now, whatever happened in the past, baby, go ahead. I'm not gonna tell you to forget it because it shaped you, but definitely just don't sit here and like just keep reliving it over and over again, and don't keep that as a reflection of you right now. Just sit there and be like, oh, okay, I live that shit. If it comes up and whatever, just address it. Each time it comes up, and be like, oh, okay, I already lived that shit. I'm gonna live my life right now. But like as who I am, I'm gonna live my life as me. You deserve to live your life like you. And like if you are a people pleaser like me, I promise you, stop doing that shit. Yes, it's hard. Yes, you will start feeling mean. The whole time being mean is just you standing up for yourself and not overextending yourself for other people. But it's just like they'll get over it. The people that you've like pleased in the past, they'll get over it. Luckily, it was easy for me because like I just left the whole country. I stopped talking to everybody anyway. So, but like moving forward, it definitely was still weird. Like not overextending myself. It definitely was still like damn like. I could help this person. I could do this, that, and that, third. And I'm like, wait, no. Do I want to? No. So I'm not gonna do that. And it feels so good. Like I'm just not gonna do that. Like no, I was walking in the building today and I seen somebody like had a whole bunch of groceries like on the floor. I think they was like moving into an apartment. I don't know, but they had like 50 bags and like the old me trying to popped up and was just like, hey, you need help? And I thought about it, I was like, but I don't feel like doing that though. So I didn't do nothing. I just said hello and I kept walking. That's just it. It would have been very kind if I would have helped them, but I didn't feel like it. So I didn't. That's living by that's you asking yourself like what do I want to do? Do I actually want to do this? You see what I'm saying? Because like I had shit because I had shit that I had to do. I literally was like in a time crunch. Like I have something I wanted to do, and like quite frankly, oh, helping them with them 50 million ass bags was gonna push me. That was gonna be too much. See, even me saying this right now, it sounds mean, but it's just like that's not mean. I just didn't want to do it. Point blank. Period. But yeah, long story short, just being yourself. Being yourself will honestly truly set you free. They said the truth will set you free. Yeah, that'll set, then that might that whatever. But like being yourself will set you free too. And being yourself is just asking yourself like, do I really want to do this? Do I really? Do I really want to do this? Do I want to do this for me? Do I feel like doing this? How do I feel doing this decision? And then you ignore whatever other people are trying to like put in your motherfucking head. That's the key. Because like a lot of people would really try to project what they would do in your situation, but like they're not you. They might have went through something similar, but like when it comes to situations where people have not been in like a situation that you're currently going through, people would project what they would do onto you. And even if it is a situation that they've been in, they are most likely very different from you. So like how they would handle a situation would be very much so different. And it might be good, it might be destructive for you, who knows. But like if you're talking to somebody who is known for resolving issues by beating people asses and then you ask them for what they should do, they're probably gonna tell you like beat they fucking ass, and the whole time like you don't be beating asses. You know what I'm saying? So like long story short, like you need to sit here and like trust yourself more than you trust other people. Like literally, I'm not gonna tell you don't trust some of these bitches out here, cause like that is true. Do not trust some of these bitches out here, cause bitches out here are just oh my god despicable ass beings. It's like what the fuck is wrong with some of y'all? Ironically, I feel like one day some of y'all will be watching like you're the bitch that I'm talking about. Cause it's like, what the fuck is wrong with some of y'all? Like, what the hell is going on? But anyways, yeah, but I'm saying like you don't gotta not trust everybody, but like just trust yourself more. And in conclusion, be yourself.